Hi, you guys. It's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and Erin Condren sent me the new lap desk to review. Here she is. So I feel like you could see this better if I turn the camera around. So let's just head over to the dining room table. Let me just spin it around for you so you can see all sides. And obviously it has a handle, so this is something that you can carry around. And look here, you can also turn it into two separate items. So here's the cushion, Mid-Century Circles, and this feels kind of like an upholstery, and it's nice. This is just, I hope you can see the weave here and the detail. On the other side is a tray with an edge around all four sides. So this could be used as a standalone lap desk right here. It's lightweight this way. My MacBook Air fits on this. I think this will be lovely for breakfast in bed. You could just pop this on your lap when you're sitting up in bed, and these little edges will keep things from sliding off. Or of course you could use it as a writing surface. Okay, so this comes in two designs. The more colorful option is Mid-Century Circles. That's what I have. And it also comes in a focused edition, which is the pinstripe design. And the desk itself is more of a charcoal color, and the cushion is a nice pinstripe design that would probably blend with pretty much any decor. Now, if you look at this part, the back of it lifts up. So inside you actually have some storage room. And what I've placed in here is my on-the-go folio, but clearly there's room for a lot more than that. And some reading glasses and writing instruments up here in the front. And then the way this works, if you want it to, is you pull out this little metal strip, and there are three adjustments. So the metal fits into three different notches for different degrees of incline. And there's a lip on the bottom here, so you can actually use this to plan on. I have put my Life Planner binder on this, and this holds it up really well. I also have taught a few Zoom piano lessons with this, and I have the keyboard section here, obviously. The screen opened up, and then it puts the camera at just the right level to make it so that the camera's not looking up at me from down under. It's a great tool for that. And then you can also raise it higher by just changing the notch that you choose to put the metal into. So this is your highest degree of incline here. There is one little metal fixture right here that this bar snaps under. That's important, because if you close the lid this way, you're going to compromise the ability for the magnets that are in here to hold this closed. So what you want to do is lower this and let it snap underneath here. And then when you close it, there are some tiny magnets here, one on each side. And those connect to two little metal sections up here on the top, or not sections, but little dots. And then it keeps it closed, but it's not a super strong closure. So you don't want to cram this full of stuff and then make it so that your magnets don't touch at all. My binder does not fit inside, but a Coiled LifePlanner does fit inside. My binder would fit, but it wouldn't close well. So I could temporarily use it as I'm working. So if I'm sitting on the couch and I have this up like this, I could store things like my binder inside if I wanted to, but I would not be able to close it securely with the binder inside. But you can use your on-the-go folios, you can put sticker sheets, papers, any materials that you need for your meetings in here, and then close it. But it's not intended to be a briefcase. So you don't want to load it up with so much stuff that it forces this open. But as you can see, I'm carrying it here. I'm not really shaking it around. And those magnets are sufficient for that. but you don't want to treat it like it's a case. It's not really a case. All right, now to put what I call the trundle desk, isn't that a cute name for it? To put the trundle desk back in, that was just the sound of my on-the-go folio moving down. It was not the desk. But you put the handle side up, and then you look at the side here. There are two little magnets here. That's the side that you're going to slip down into the desk. And there are little grooves. Let me show you the grooves. Right underneath, there are little grooves that these just slide right into. And it is loosely secured with the magnets, but you can easily pull this out. Okay? So it's really, really nifty. Now, I know someone who said she picked it up to put beside her bed. I'm going to cut this off. This is one of those never remove it things under penalty of law that you're always afraid to remove off of your pillows. But anyway, I'm going to remove this. But someone said that they got it to set beside their bed so that they can just pick this up and have a writing surface or reading surface. You know, I like to read in bed too. And what you could do is actually just put a book on this and prop it up. And if you get cold like I do and you want your arms underneath the blankets, you can have your arms under the blankets and stay warm, and your book is propped up like this. So that's an idea. But what I like to do in the evening is actually write in my daily agenda. Every night I do sort of a daily recap, so I can see me having just the easiest time doing my nightly recap with this desk. You can sit in a chair and hold it on your lap, or you can lie in bed and have it on your lap, or you can use it in a meeting during the day, just have it on your couch or wherever you like to sit when you work from home. Now, one thing you'll notice is that this, if you try to slide it around while you've got both parts together, the cushion will slide out. So it's not sliding out right now, but it's not like so strongly held by the magnets that this won't come out easily. I think it's designed to just pop out quickly so that you can use this by itself, or you can just set this on your desk. Let me lower this so you can see the profile of it when it's on your desk. So here it is right here. I'm going to say that this is approximately 3.5 to 4 inches right there. And so it sets nicely on your desk. If you want a computer riser that's not on an incline, you can just use this as a flat surface to just make your computer a little higher up. So that's another option. But so many of us are using Zoom. I know I am in my piano lessons, that this is super helpful. And as soon as I received this a few days ago, I went ahead and tested it with Zoom lessons. It was fabulous. I absolutely loved it. And even though it took up a little bit of space on my desk, I was able to put a few things in here. So it was not a big deal. You just put your things in there and then you lower the riser like this. So it will hold things up to here, or up to the lip of this smaller compartment. You just don't want your items inside to rise above that. So that's why the binder doesn't work, because the spine of the binder is just a little bit higher than this level. But it's a great writing surface or an easel for the binder. It's just not a storage box for the binder. So my binder looks really nice here. Should I show you? Here's how my binder sits on the desk. And I can open up, you like my Star Wars page lifter there? I can open it up and it's super sturdy. So with some of the acrylic easels, they're not really ideal for the binder. You can get them to work, but you have to be careful. With this one, you don't have to be careful. In fact, you can just dig in and start writing on it. So I love how it works with my binder. And it also works with my teacher binder. So here, this is a much larger binder and it fits on here nicely. So if I want to see my month at a glance, or if I want to see individual pages in my lesson planner, I can prop this up. And then at the same time, when I'm working with a student, I can set this on my lap and write notes. It's very nice. I haven't tried this yet, but I just thought of it. I could actually set music on it so that when I'm going over a musical score with a student, we have a surface where I don't have to hold the music up, but I can just point to things and show them. So this is nice because they might have their copy of the score on the piano itself. And then this could be my copy and I could point out things to them that we need to work on. I'm also thinking that you could use this without the cushion with a cookbook on it. So if you have a nice big cookbook and you want to prop it up so you can see a recipe and you have enough space, I mean, it's a large item. But if you have space on a kitchen table or a surface that's in your kitchen and you want to prop up a recipe in a cookbook, I think this would work. I don't know if you can tell, but I really like Mid-Century Circles, and I have quite a collection of Mid-Century Circles items. So let's display those as we close this and discuss the strap. The strap appears to be vegan leather. I have no doubt that that's what it is, vegan leather. And you can see the hardware here is sturdy, and this part is the heaviest component. So when you pair this with what I call the trundle desk that slides out, that's its heaviest. And I did carry this around and it had no trouble. It was comfortable. This is a soft and flexible textured strap. On mine, it's sort of a hot pink. And then on the pinstripe one, I believe it's like a camel color, or maybe it's a dark charcoal color, but it is certainly more neutral. And then, so this is actually more than one product. It's how many in one? I'm not really sure, but we've got this, a closed surface here as a desk riser. You've also got one that can be more like an easel. And if you kept this on your desk and you weren't carrying it around all the time, and I don't really recommend this as the greatest use for it, but for temporary situations, you could use this as a storage box. But definitely, as you're sitting and working with this on your lap, if you have limited space and you don't want to put papers from your meeting down on the floor or on the couch, you can tuck things in here and then just reach around and grab what you need. So it's a nice feature, even though it's not what I would call a carrying case. And then we'll snap this metal underneath this little piece here so that the magnets can do their job and keep this closed. You've got a little notch here, which is how you lift it up. Now, if you wanted to make this something that could carry your items in it and you wouldn't really have to worry about the magnets popping open, I would advise rigging some kind of a closure, or even temporarily just putting a little piece of washi tape or something on it, because it's not really meant for that. It's like a space for storage, but it's not really meant to be a briefcase, if you know what I mean. And I'm looking forward to today trying out this in my lap when I'm teaching piano lessons, because what I do is I take notes in an Erin Condren monthly planner, which has lots and lots of notes pages in it. I kind of Franken-planned the perfect lesson note system for myself. And I'll just put this on my lap and write on it. It's really nice, and this is nice and soft. And this part is very lightweight. I like calling it the trundle because, you know, just like a trundle bed, it slips right underneath the desk. So here are what the two pieces look like separately. This is wood. This is wood. It's a nice piece. It's sort of a home furnishing, more so than an office supply. You know, it's substantial. It's better. This is what I said on my Instagram post. This is not the lap desk that you probably had in your dorm room. This is a little nicer. I would just say the only drawbacks, if there are any drawbacks, is that you're going to be tempted perhaps to use this as a carrying box, and it's really not meant for that. The magnets are only secure enough to hold it in place for a lap desk, not as a briefcase. You can see here the magnets are not huge, so you don't want to overwork those magnets and put too much weight on them. But it would be, I mean, if you're crafty at all, it would be pretty easy to rig just a little something, a little closure right here, and even just temporarily just put like a little strip of washi tape right there to keep it closed if you need to carry everything in this from your living room and then go upstairs to the bedroom, for example. And then let's put this all back together. We'll stand it back up so that the handle is on the top. Put our little magnet side of the cushiony trundle here and slide it down so you can keep all of the parts together this way. Trying to make sure you can see every part of this the way it will come. I have a job at home. I work at home all the time, even before things were shut down, and I really will put this to good use. So the Erin Condren team sent it to me. I am so appreciative. Thank you so much, you guys. And if you have any questions, if there's anything I haven't addressed yet, make sure that you let me know. Someone did ask me on Instagram if you could use this in a wheelchair. So that's going to depend on how much space you have in your wheelchair. Let me get the dimensions of this for you. So I've measured it. I just have a 12-inch ruler, but I was very careful, and I would say this is a good 17 inches wide. So as long as you have that much width available to you in the wheelchair, this would work. And what a great option if it does fit. This is a great option for someone in a wheelchair who needs a writing surface and you don't want to, or maybe you can't for whatever reason, roll your wheelchair underneath the desk, or you're just in a remote venue where you're not in your usual work setting, and this would be a great alternative for that. Let me know if you have any other questions, and I will be happy to answer them. But here's a quick tip for you. Someone in my Facebook group, which is Plan Sarah Plans Planner Circle, you're welcome to join, said that she bought one this morning and she added 3 sticker sheets to her order. So that made a total of 4 items that were classified as accessories. Well, with Erin Condren, when you get 4 or more accessories, they take 15% off of those accessories. So if you want to get 15% off of this, add some little accessories to your order. This is it. Thank you all so much for watching. I really like this product. I think it's super cool and handy and stylish. I will put a link for both styles down in the video description. There's Mid-Century Circles, that's this one, and then there's Pinstripe. If you've never ordered anything from Erin Condren before, you can actually get $10 off by clicking on my referral link. So be sure to do that. Get $10 off and then try to get 4 accessories. You know, they're not all the same price. This is one of the nicer and more expensive products, but if you added 3 more small and inexpensive accessories, you can knock another 15% off to add with your $10 sign-up discount. Let me know in the comments what you think and which is your favorite. Is it Mid-Century Circles or Pinstripe? All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.